Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good evening. So we are going to present regarding COVID-19 today. Me, myself, my team member, Rutul, and Sandhya. And my name is Sarah again. First, we're going to discuss why we chose this topic. Well, we all know this is a very current trending topic. It's globally, it's in everybody's mind. It's affecting every single individual, starting from elder to the infant to the newborn or to the one that's not born yet. It's in the public interest, public awareness. It's being impacted. Everybody's being impacted, whether you are in a IT world, whether you are in any kind of job, supply chain, demand, healthcare. Everybody in the world are being impacted by this topic. So that's why we decided to go with this topic, and we're also going to forecast the impact of the pandemic. Here's some of the raw data that we picked out. This is just a sample. We want you to just visualize this is exactly what we had in our hand. And in order for us to present this to you, we needed to do some cleaning and brushing. On this, when we had this data, we had some problems with the dates. Dates were not in the text forms, so we had to switch those in a date format. Also, the very first column that says province and state, that was also taking too much of a long time for a few reasons. One, longitude and latitude was not matching up, and some of them had it, some of them didn't have the state, so that was also taking a lot of time consuming. So we wanted to make sure, is it even worth going through that? Sometimes when you do have a data, you could be making use of that, but if it's going to take that much of a long time, is it going to be worth using that? So we eliminated the province and state to focus on a certain area. After looking at all that data, we did some cleaning. Obviously, that was a massive data that we had in our hand. So we had to monitor where if there were any errors, which there were. We had to convert those data into standardized format, validate those into the data sets, scrub the duplicate records that we had, analyze them. We communicated with the team, make sure that we all see each other. We are all saying the same thing. If anybody has any other ideas different than what one person is coming up with, so we communicated. We removed, again, like I said, we removed the state column as it was taking too long, and then converted the date from text to date format. I'm going to go ahead and pass the ball to Sandhya, and she's going to go ahead and show you the graphs and the details.
Thank you, Sarah. So, hi everyone, this is Sandhya, and I'll be continuing the presentation by showing you what we have done with the data. And before moving towards the Tableau, I wanted to tell you that we have taken the data from January 22 to July 27, and the data source is actually Kaggle. As Sarah described, that we have taken the data country-wise, not the state-wise. So the first question came into my mind that I wanted to see the sum up of all the active cases we have in top 10 countries, and this is what I created. So this graph is clearly giving you the picture of which country has the maximum number of active cases for now. After this graph, then I created this map actually. So which is actually showing you the information of all the countries we have with their active number of cases. So for now, you can see that all the countries we have, they are actually showing you the active number which is equal to 0. And only China over here has the active number of 503. You can also see the date over here. It's January 22, and during this date time, we don't have any cases available in anywhere, in any part of the world. Only China was having 503 number of cases, COVID cases in January 22. But I mean, as the time changes by, you will see that this circle will increase in the size, and you also have to see this date, how this date is changing, and how the size of the circle is changing. So let's see this. Okay, so I mean, now in this graph, you can clearly see that the size of China, I mean, it is actually, China has maintained its size, I mean, in terms of they were not having the active cases for now, but you can see the rest of the world is suffering from COVID very badly, especially United States. You can see the size of circle, which is giving you the active number of cases on July 27th. So yeah, this is really bad. So other than that, now the next graph is this one. Yeah. So now the next graph is to show you that how countries are actually dealing with the death ratio and who has the maximum number of deaths. And I have taken only top 20 countries for this graph because it was kind of hard for me to fit in the information of every single country. And this is actually a ranking bar graph, and the ranking will change accordingly based on the number of deaths they were having in each country. So let me play this graph and you will see it. So initially you can see that China was actually increasing with the death numbers, and you can also see that how this ranking is changing as the day passes by. Check the ranking also. So the ranking has dramatically changed. Initially on January 22, China was on top, and now on July 27, US is on rank first and China is on the last. And after after working on the world data, I thought to narrow it down to US only, and now in this graph I'll show you that how many confirmed cases we have in United States. So I'm just making these things quickly just to show you what we have done. Okay, so I have stopped here just to show you that till mid-March, US was not that bad, but after that period of time, everything changed dramatically. Let me resume this. You can see how the graph is actually changing after mid-March. And here you can see the graph has exponentially stopped and start to level off a little bit, but then it starts to increase very badly and quickly, and June and July shows the peak of the COVID. You can see over here. This is June, this is July, and the peak is actually going really up. And over here, it has, somewhat stopped. And as a bonus, I have also tried to work on creating a dashboard for this presentation just to show you how it looks. So yeah, that's all from our side. And if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer.